All right, President Biden is sick of Trump's BS. I need you to watch the moment that President Biden snaps on Trump from the Oval Office, addressing Trump's blatant lie that Governor Kemp wasn't able to get through to him when he needed to most. Now, we're going to debunk Trump's lie using Governor Kemp's own words, and then I want to play you this clip of Biden in the Oval Office because it is hilarious, and I love when the fiery side of Biden comes out. And Trump deserves it. Trump deserves all of the heat because every time America is in a time of crisis, Trump chooses the path of division and fear-mongering and lying over the path of uniting people like a real leader would. Some concrete examples: we can take the COVID crisis when Trump lied and downplayed it. We can take East Palestine or Hawaii when Trump and his supporters made up conspiracy theories. Even what's going on in Ohio is a good example on a small scale. We have Democratic politicians, we have Democratic mayors saying, hey, we do have real problems that need to be addressed, but we are coming together as a town. We are uniting to do so, and national politicians like Trump are dividing us. People like J.D. Vance are dividing us, and this is another great example. So when President Biden snaps and gets a little bit fiery, I think it is absolutely justified. If you agree, drop a like, subscribe, and to lay the groundwork, here is Trump's false claim when he said that Biden isn't taking Kemp's calls, and here are Kemp's own words debunking that.
We do need some help from the federal government. They have to get together, ideally with the governor. That governor needs to, he's been trying to get them, and I'm sure they're going to come through, but he's been calling the president, hasn't been able to get him.
I just spoke, the president just called me yesterday afternoon. I missed him and called him right back. And he just said, hey, what do you need? And I told him, you know, we got what we need. We'll work through the federal process. He offered that if there's other things we need, just to call him directly, which I appreciate.
What kind of leader's sole purpose is to scare people and make them feel like their voice isn't heard? I mean, this directly connects back to the 2020 election where Trump said, your vote isn't going to be counted. They're going to rig your vote. They're going to steal your election. Our voices aren't being heard. And he's doing that again. He's trying to make it so that people don't trust any institution around them. They don't trust anybody unless it's Donald Trump. This is a prime example. If you guys watch my channel a lot, you know that I complain about when I go to these MAGA rallies, I ask them, hey, do you trust Mike Pence? They say no. I say, do you trust the courts that Trump lost in? They say no. I say, do you trust Bill Barr? No. They don't trust anybody unless it's Donald Trump himself, and that is a problem, especially when Donald Trump leveraged his position as the president to actually deny aid. This article from 2017 reads, North Carolina denied 99% of federal recovery funds for Hurricane Matthew. North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper, who is a Democrat, said Wednesday the federal government authorized just 6.1 million of the more than 900 million the state requested and needed. In a letter addressed to then President Trump, Cooper called on the federal government to support Hurricane Matthew recovery efforts that Donald Trump never picked up. He actually never picked up. Here is Jessica Tarlov debunking this on Fox News, and then we'll play President Biden's clip.
Donald Trump's social media posts contain blatant lies, like Governor Kemp can't reach the president. Governor Kemp gave a press conference yesterday where he said, I just spoke to the president. He has promised me every single thing that I need. McMaster from South Carolina, also a conservative, getting everything that he wants, and then Roy Cooper as well. And there's only one president that we are talking about who actually has denied relief for one of these states. In 2017, Roy Cooper asked after Hurricane Matthew for a lot of money, and he got 1% of his ask. They denied 99% of what he was asking.
Exactly. Amazing point. And that is why President Biden got so mad today. So Caitlin Collins sent this tweet out about an hour ago. It says, Biden responds to Trump claiming Kemp couldn't get in touch with him after Kemp spoke with Biden.
Ignoring the disaster.
He is lying. Let me get this straight. He's lying. And the governor told him he was lying. The governor told me he was lying. I've spoken to the governor, spent time with him, and he told me he's lying. I don't know why he does this. And the reason I get so angry about it, I don't care about what he says about me, but I care what he communicates to the people that are in need. He implies that we're not doing everything possible. We are. We are.
This is a real leader. I love President Biden. He seems a lot more sharp and energetic now that he's not on the campaign trail. It's like a new Biden, but I absolutely love when he gets a little bit feisty, especially with Trump. And of course, he's trying to stay calm. He needs to be a calm leader in this moment, but this, he did it the perfect way. Let me play it one more time because I watched it a few times earlier.
Ignoring the
He
disaster.
is lying. Let me get this straight. He's lying. And the governor told him he was lying. The governor told me he was lying. I've spoken to the governor, I spent time with him, and he told me he's lying. I don't know why he does this. And the reason I get so angry about it, I don't care about what he says about me, but I care what he communicates to the people that are in need. He implies that we're not doing everything possible. We are. We are.
Really well said from President Biden there. He doesn't care what Trump says about him personally. That doesn't affect him. I mean, he's been in politics for a while. He can take a punch. But when Trump falsely communicates to the American people or to people in North Carolina, in Georgia, and all these other states that are getting affected, when he falsely communicates to these people who are in need that President Biden doesn't care and he tries to undermine Biden's efforts in order to promote his campaign, that is when it gets disgusting, especially considering Trump's actions back in 2017. He has none of the characteristics of a leader, and I honestly don't know how this race is so damn close. It is blowing my mind every single day, but I'm glad that President Biden is using the last few months of his career because he's going to retire after this. He leaves office in January no matter what, and he is retiring. He's not going back to Congress. I'm glad that he's using it to call Donald Trump out. And here's another clip that went viral of a reporter asking Biden a BS question about whether or not he wishes he were in Washington rather than Delaware, and Biden fires back and says, come on, stop with the games.
In retrospect, do you wish that you had more resources in North Carolina, knowing what you know now? And do you wish that you spent the weekend here in Washington rather than in Delaware?
Come on, stop that game. Rather than Delaware, it's 90 miles from here, okay? And I was on the phone the whole time working on that. And the resources, the question is not whether we get more, this is a list of every resource we're getting in there, but the question is how to get it in. It's hard to get it from point A to point B. It's hard to get it if some of these roads are wiped out, communities are wiped out. There's no ability to land. There's no ability to get trucks through. There's no ability to get a whole range of things through. So, I mean, anyway.
Mr. President.
When I sound frustrated,
He's frustrated, and I'm going to go ahead and guess the President of the United States has access to more intelligence and more information than this journalist trying to lob questions at the President while he's in the process of figuring things out. And we just got an extended clip of when Biden snapped earlier. Watch.
Mr. President and Governor Cooper, Donald Trump has accused both of you of ignoring the disaster.
he is lying. Let me get this straight. He's lying. And the governor told him he was lying. The governor told me he was lying. I've spoken to the governor, I spent time with him, and he told me he's lying. I don't know why he does this. And the reason I get so angry about it, I don't care about what he says about me, but I care what he communicates to the people that are in need. He implies that we're not doing everything possible. We are. We are. And you spoke to the governor, I assume you heard the Republican governor of Georgia talk about that he was on the phone with me more than once. So that's simply not true, and it's irresponsible.
Biden is fact-checking Donald Trump, and Trump deserves every single bit of it. If you enjoyed this video, if you appreciate what I do, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Have a great rest of your day, and peace out.